Can I have a kiss? Hi guys, today is Piper's 15-month update. Say update. Update. Let's go ahead and get into her words and then we will transition from there because we might not get her attention this entire time. So she definitely knows a lot of words and she says them on her own. But I'm gonna ask her to say them. Can you say Jane? Jackson? Daddy? Mommy? Piper? Piper? River? Please? Thank you. I love you. Say I love you. Say I love you. River. Say ball. Say Lulu. Lulu. Say juice. Say bye-bye. Say hi. Say no. Say yes. There's a lot of other words. Oh, say shoes. Shoes. Shoesy. She says more. Say ghost. What does a ghost say? Ghost. What does a doggy say? What does a doggy say? What does a kitty cat say? Meow. So she knows what does a dog say, she knows what does a cat say, she does ghost sound because Jackson and Jane are obsessed with ghosts and anything Halloween right now. Ghost. She has all of those words that she says on her own without us asking her to. Oh, I know. There's so many words. Say eat. Say food. There's tons of other words that we can ask her to say that she can definitely say, like some colors and some numbers. You saw River outside. Where's River? Where's River? Help? Can you say help? Help. Say hot. Say oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this without her. She says, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So yeah, those are the ones that she definitely says. As far as everything else, she turned 15 months on October 5th. And we are just now getting to her update because we just went to her 15-month appointment. So I wanted to wait so that we have all of her stats and stuff. This month, she went to her first Disney World trip. Now, I say that with a little bit of hesitation because we did go in April to Disney World, but she did not go to any of the parks. She went to the outside of Animal Kingdom because we went to dinner at the Rainforest Cafe. So she did go with us to that, but it wasn't technically inside of the Animal Kingdom. And she's getting into all the drawers. She got keys out of the drawer. Oh, what is that? That's not keys, it's a flash drive. But this time she actually went with us into the parks and on the rides and stuff like that. And we're actually gonna go in about 2 weeks back to Disney World because our trip got cut short. So along the lines of the first Disney World trip getting cut short, Piper did experience her first hurricane and we actually stayed here for the hurricane. Actually, no, that wasn't her first hurricane. Her first hurricane was last year. Hold you. When we lived in Charleston. Say, hold you, mama. Hold you, mama. She was saying that this morning. You're just so cute. But we stayed for the hurricane. We didn't evacuate. So we were actually in a hurricane here. Ow, your nails are sharp. Say hi, Piper. Hi. I think you can see, look, let's show them all your teeth. She's got all the teeth. I don't even know how many teeth she has. They're all coming in. I think the only ones that she doesn't have right now are like the canines. Those are all coming in, but she has like all these ones in the back. Move your hands. She loves story time at the library. She's been going to story time basically since she was like 6 months old, or actually actually since she was born. We went to Charleston, we used to go, but she didn't go inside the class. Anyways, ever since she was like 8 months old maybe, she's been going to the one here where we live, and it's not for her age group, it's for Jane and Jackson's age group. She is just now, like in this past month, really enjoying it. Before she would just like sit in the stroller and eat a snack, but now she does the dance moves and she sings, well sings, but she like does the motions or tries to, and really listens to the story. You're making this really hard for me. Did you hit your head? Can you give me a kiss? No. So she's really enjoying that. I'm hoping to maybe get her to her age story time soon. It's just hard with the older kids. She is climbing on a ton of stuff, but she is still significantly more timid than Jane and Jackson were. Like for instance, we have like a little stool step for the sink where the kids brush their teeth. And last night she climbed up on it, which is the first time she's ever done that. And at this age, Jane and Jackson were climbing up on everything, no matter what, jumping off things. But she climbed up on top of it. You sleepy? But she climbed up and then just started screaming, crying. Like she was so nervous, like, oh my gosh, how did I get up here? Why am I up here? I cannot get down. And that's what she does when she climbs up the stairs too. You wanna go out? You wanna go out there? Okay, say bye to everybody. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. You blow a kiss. Blow a kiss. Say mwah. You want me to hold you? Put your head down. Put your head down. There you go. When she climbs up the stairs, she does the same exact thing. She's really confident in climbing up. Then when she gets to the top, she's like, oh my gosh, I have no idea how to get down, which is a good thing because I don't have to worry too much about her. Same thing with like the couch and the ottoman. She's just now climbing up and doing that on her own, which is good. I've just noticed that she is significantly more timid than the other two were. She's waving hi and bye to everybody. River, do you see River? Where's River? Like I said, she's copying so many words. I can, yeah, let's see. I don't know where River is. Can you say tree? Can you say tree? She's worried about River. Baby. She's not gonna do it now. But words that she's never said before, she at least tries to say words. So like tree or leaves or something like that. Can you say grass? Woof woof. I don't know what her deal is right now. She is super cuddly. She always wants to be sitting on someone's lap or somebody holding her. Yeah. As you can imagine with 3 kids, I don't always get a chance to be just like holding her. You guys probably cannot hear me at all. There we go. Anyways, I don't really get to hold her as much, or it's just difficult for me to hold her all the time. And so like if Aunt Jen or somebody or my mom comes over, Piper is just instantly attached to them, instantly wants them to hold her, and cries and screams when they get ready to go, not wanting them to leave and stuff. And Jane and Jackson did that, like not wanting them to leave, but she just like reaches, like even if I'm holding her back, if I'm holding her, she's like reaching for them, crying. So she just wants to be with anybody who wants to cuddle her. I think I'm gonna let her out, look. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so she's also noticing the TV a little bit more. I noticed this with Jane when we had a TV when she was that age. The TV was like low down, like on her level kind of. And so she noticed the TV a little bit earlier, but then with Jane and Piper, the TV is mounted high above the fireplace. So they don't really notice it as much, but Piper has definitely been noticing it a lot more this month. When I turn it on, or if Jane and Jackson are watching something, she'll sit for a little tiny bit, not as long as Jane and Jackson will sit, but she'll sit and watch for just a little bit, which is gonna be interesting to see like what kind of shows and stuff she likes. She definitely still loves the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song, but then once the song is over, she's just kind of over the whole thing. So she actually went to the playground for the first time ever for her to like play, which is very interesting to me because we have a playground. So we moved from Charleston when she was like 7 or 8 months. And so she really didn't ever go to the playground there. And then now that she's been like walking around and stuff, we have a playground in our neighborhood, but it's not very baby friendly. It's more for like older kids. Even Jackson has a difficult time doing a lot of the things at the playground here. So my mom and I actually took the kids to the playground downtown, or like in our little town, the community playground, and they have a lot more baby friendly areas. And we actually did take Piper there 2 or 3 times before, but it was before she could walk, so she kind of just sat. I remember having pictures of her just like sitting next to the playground equipment. And again, with her being timid and stuff, she doesn't like to climb up the stairs or anything. So this time, this past month when we took her, she climbed up the stairs, went down the slide. It took me some convincing to get her to go down the slide, but she loved it. After she went down the slide the first time, she went down like many more times after that, over and over and over. So that was really exciting and fun. We'll have to make sure we get back more often. And the last thing I have on here is that she is using utensils more. With the baby-led weaning, she's been using her hands a lot, but we've noticed that she wants to use the fork with like everything. We find her with the fork like trying to stab a chip to get the chips, and the chip just breaks, but she really wants to use the fork. Or the other night we had spaghetti and she took a noodle and tried to put it, was holding the noodle with her hand, tried to put it on the fork before she put it in her mouth. So she's noticing and trying to figure all the utensils and stuff out. The last thing are all of her stats, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this. A few things. One is I know everything's not exact, so I mean, I don't know. You guys know how I am with Jackson's whole issue with his stats. But anyways, she weighs 23 pounds, 7 ounces, which is the 81st percentile, 81. When we went to the doctor when she had the swollen eyes like 2 weeks ago, she was 23 pounds, 15 ounces. So she's lost a few ounces. I mean, ounces really in the grand scheme of things is not a lot. Maybe she just didn't have a big breakfast or something. So I'm not sure. She might have lost a little tiny bit of weight, but the 81st percentile is still good, and it's still like on the same growth curve as she was before. And then her length is 30 3/4 inches, and that's the 55th percentile, which she's gone down, because at her 12-month appointment, she was 30 1/4. She's only grown by a 1/2 inch. I don't know how I feel about that, because when I laid Piper down, she was having a fit, and I think her head was like this when the lady measured it. So she might be a little bit taller than that, but I'm not gonna really worry about it. And then same as before, her head was 19 inches and in the 97th percentile. It's been big this entire time, her smart little head. So those are her stats, and that is it. The kids are starting to freak out in the back. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is their nap time, and Piper already said bye to you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and say bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys in the next video.